This video was sponsored by no one, because we obviously don't have enough subscribers. Yet, at least. Subscribe. Yes, detail. What's going on, detailers? I know it's been quite a while since I posted a video, but I'm doing a van rebuild on a 2010 Chevy Express van. Actually, it's going to be a full U-Haul. You can see where it is now. I mean, things are all over the place. So I decided to do an overhaul and show you guys the process. I'm going to put all the links in the description. I'm going to try to be as descriptive as possible to show you guys a step-by-step of how to build a detail van on a budget. First thing we need to do is go pick up the parts. I got a lot of parts from Amazon, but there are some things that I believe I can pick up at my local department store, whether it be Home Depot or Lowe's or Harbor Freight. So let's get into it, guys. Go get those parts. See you soon. First stop, electrical department. Yeah, somewhere around here. Magnetic washers. 1/2 inch. Perfect. 1/4. Perfect. These will do. A couple of these. Maybe a couple more. 5/16, 5/3, a bunch of these. That'll do. 5/16 hex nut. A bunch of these. Perfect. 5/16 flat washers. Huh. Well, that's not 5/16. Ah, here we go.
You win. Perfect.
Ah, this will do. Perfect. Oh man, that feels great. Sheet metal. Sheet metal. Hey bro, you know what sheet metal is?
That's the only piece that we don't have.
Okay. Sheet metal, sheet metal. That's not sheet metal. Wood. Sheet metal, sheet metal. More wood. Sheet metal, sheet metal. Sheet metal. Diamond plate. This is it. It's beautiful and it's diamond plated. Saw. Huh. Nah. That'll do. You don't need it, man. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. To the Fatmobile. Well, that didn't suck at all.
One pair of pants later.
All right, so now that I finally got everything, now it's time to destroy this truck, take everything out of it, re-gut it, remat, get a blank canvas, and repaint the picture. A few things I'm going to be using, 1/2 inch drill bit, and also some reinforced washers to bolt down the tank. I found these washers actually from the plumbing section in Home Depot, and they're magnetic as well. So they'll hook right to the truck and stay in place while you bolt them down. So that's a really good thing. Outside of that, just be using a regular house power drill, and let's get going. Let's take this thing apart. All right, guys. So the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously remove all those things out of the way that's not bolted down, so you can get a clear canvas to work with. You know, some of your hoses and your detailing product. Remove all that stuff out of the way so you can start removing those things that are bolted down out of the truck. All right, guys, full on disclaimer. Do not try this at home. This thing probably weighs about 100 pounds. I definitely shouldn't have been lifting this with a bad back. But hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But don't try this at home. Unless you're a Hulkamaniac. All right, guys, this is the sub pump. I can't even talk. The sub pump that I was telling you about earlier that we got from either Harbor Freight or Home Depot. But the reason why this is so vital is because typically your pressure washers run off of or designed to run off of house water pressure, which is about, I believe, 40 to 60 psi. Whereas though the sub pump gives a simulation of that if in fact you're running it from a tank. So now the pressure washer pump isn't pulling water, it's now just drawing water from, or accepting water rather, from the sub pump. And that just gives you a lot more hours on your pressure washer. So it took me years to figure that out. And as I said, it was an employee who actually showed us that, who rigged it one day. And it's been, very helpful as far as keeping the cost down on having to replace those pumps on those pressure washers. So yeah, take that nugget and you're welcome. All right, now that the tank is out, it's time to clean the inside, spray down everything, re-gut, rebuild. Take two.
2 hours later.
What's going on, detailers? I'm back. Okay, so I've removed everything outside of the truck, wiped everything down, disinfected and cleaned everything. Now it's time for the install. To be honest with you, I wanted to show you some real nice cinematic shots that would make YouTube proud. But this process is strenuous as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you when I'm done. So I'll leave everything in the description, links and everything. I promise my next video will be more involved. But this was a daunting process. So thanks for staying tuned. Talk to you guys soon. I'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install this diamond plate here. Now, I got this diamond plate from Home Depot. I can tell you it's not the one recommended. They usually recommend something a lot thicker than this here. This is a very thin gauge. As a matter of fact, it is 24 by 48. This one little sheet alone was about $89, $90. It's strictly mainly for decoration. So I'm either going to bolt it because it can't hold any support with a tank or a pressure washer or what have you. I'm either going to bolt it to the floor directly and put the pressure washer on top of that, along with the reel hose or the hose reel, or I'm gonna put it on the wall and hang things on it from there. So that's going to determine how I feel. Okay, so what I have here to bolt down this diamond plate is some self-piercing auto perforantes. All right, I gotta pause the video for a second. So what's extremely funny about this part right here is that I'm trying to sound this word out. Auto perforantes. I just can't get it. And that's because the word isn't in English. It's in Spanish. The word actually is auto perforantes, and it means to be self-propelled, or as I just said in English, self-drilling. So I'm trying to sound this thing out. It was hilarious. All right, back to the video. I don't know what that even says. Okay, so I thought I'd stop and show you guys what I'm using here. What I have here is some self-piercing hex washers, 1.5 inches. And again, they're self-piercing, which means that the tip here is a pointy piercing tip, and that should go right through the diamond plate, the rubber and the floor bed of the truck. And also, I have a magnetic hex driver that is 1/4. And this hex driver bit, again, goes right into the drill and you drill this right in. I decided to leave the middle open because the pressure washer and the hose reel is going to go here, and I don't know exactly where those holes need to go so far. So if I need to add another hole later, I will. This here is the plate that the generator will be mounted to, and then we mount this onto the base or on the diamond plate and on the frame of the vehicle.
Six and a half hours later.
All right, guys, we're almost there. I got the pressure washer bolted down. That's bolted down, going through the diamond plate and through the frame of the vehicle. And I also moved this because it was set up, I guess, for a lefty pull, but I set it up for a righty pull so that way we can pull right from this side. And next is to mount this and then the water tank. So I'll be mounting the water tank next. That's what I'm looking for.
2,000 years later.
What's up, guys? All right, so day 3 of the build. I got so far, just to give you a sneak peek, I got the hose reel in, I got the pressure washer in, I bolted down the tank. Now the only thing left to do is to bolt down the air tank with this drill. This is a 3/8 or I think a 3/16 drill bit. I'll put the link in the description just to be sure, or I'll put it in the words like right there. Yeah, right there. So you'll know exactly what it is. All right, let's get going. And guys, this is not a drill. Okay, that was corny, but yeah.
Hey guys, it's finished.
Kaboom.